Warzone's in a bit of a state, isn't it? So we've got ourselves a brand new map, of course, that has come with Season 4, and we've got another season coming really soon after. Something I wanted to really talk about is pretty much what we're supposed to expect as the gamers who are playing these games on how this game's supposed to be going. I know, it's a lot of words. A lot of words. I'm using the wrong loadout. Okay, we are dropping into the brand new game mode, Lockdown, on Vondel, the brand new map. We're going to be using the brand new AR and shotgun bundle that has been repurposed from Warzone 1, giving us the ability to reutilize stuff that was about to be removed from us by removing the original Warzone 1, making this now Warzone 1. There's a lot of conversations around this. And I figure this is going to be the easiest way to do it. We'll run around and shoot things on the game mode where it doesn't matter if I go down, and just have ourselves a good time and a conversation around this. They are removing Warzone 1 in September 21st, I do believe. It'll be around there. So now there will be no chance ever that we will ever play Verdansk or Rebirth or Caldera or Fortune's Keep or any of that ever again on Warzone 1. But I have to say, I do believe that there may actually still be hope that we may eventually enough ever play those maps again. If the rumors are correct, which they may be, they may not, but recently over the years, the Warzone rumors have been pretty spot on for the most part. There are rumors that Modern Warfare 3 is the next title down the list, and we are going to be getting that from Sledgehammer Games. There was also some leaked images of some of the maps. One that I would like to state is Scrapyard. Scrapyard is a map that was popular in the past Modern Warfare titles, and was a map that was also added in later on into Modern Warfare 2019, and was actually part of the map for Verdansk. Now, if you've been following the raids through Modern Warfare 2 here, you'll have noticed that the raids are actually referencing back to missile silos and ways that the way that basically Verdansk was destroyed. If you follow any of the DMZ raid information, you'll know that Building 21 is supposed to be underneath the bomb site. If you follow the map and all of the other sort of stuff that you see when you first log in to Building 21, it is actually the area right above the stadium that was hit by the bomb at the end of Verdansk before we got turned back in time for Verdansk 1984. So there's a lot of things in the game right now that are all pointing towards a history of Verdansk and maybe a future in Verdansk as well. The community has been asking for a long time for Verdansk to come back, and you know, it's been pretty much a pipe dream. We all assumed pretty much whenever it was gone, but it's looking more and more like that there could be a potential return of Verdansk, and there could be a potential return of other maps as well. There is a lot of areas that DMZ feeds pretty well into that could be also potential returns for the map as well. I am interested always in seeing more and more options. I would love to see a attempt at Warzone having a map rotation, much similar to how Apex has a map rotation and a bunch of maps. I know a lot of people would be really, really excited if we actually had multiple options. One of the things that the devs need to do, though, is they need to stop pulling primary modes. I understand that there is not necessarily the entire world playing this game at once, but removing solos week in and week out is, it's rough. It really is. As a lot of players just want to come in and, you know, have a good time by themselves. I played the entire day today solo in duos on Resurgence, which, mind you, I did get a couple of wins, but it's a lot, it's a lot to take in. It does make you play a little bit better, I suppose, in the long run. You will get better at the game, and so therefore, you know, have yourself a good old time. But man, having solos is a staple. It's a staple thing, and you think they would have learned that from the multiple seasons they had in Verdansk, and then Verdansk 84, and then Caldera. But solo players like to have their solos, and I think that being able to at least house all of the base modes is really important. And if you have to, at least put the maps on rotations, so that way there's always at least a proper solo mode. But right now we've got access to solo mini BRs, which is not quite it for everybody. But on a positive note, the new map Vondel is pretty nice. there is rumors, or there is, you know, not even a rumor. It was stated that they were even going to have a full-size BR version of this map, which I think will actually probably play better than the Resurgence version of this map, as there's just too many damn rooftops for the Resurgence mode. The Resurgence mode just features so many people just sitting on roofs and refalling back in on roofs, to the point where it's it can be really rough if you start playing anywhere past duos, for the number of people that just constantly fall back in on you, and you have no way of actually countering. The weapon balance has been a really curious thing that we've been given this time around as well. They spent the last 3 seasons going through, altering, buffing, nerfing, changing armor values, and many things of the such, but they decided that, hey, Season 4, we're just going to get rid of all of that, and we're just going to throw 50 HP on top of it, remove all headshot damage from any weapon up close, and good luck. It's been a really curious change. It's one that I've really had to go through and adjust to. You now have basically just first shot multiplier. There's no headshot multiplier. There's no variety of different options. It's just literally first shot multiplier. Did you shoot first? Did you keep landing your shots? You win the game. Which is pretty crazy, especially with them releasing the ISO 45 at the same time, which is the absolute strongest SMG in the game right now as well. So I guess we see where that's going. But the rest of the guns, they have been put into this really, really weird limbo, and the servers are not doing better, as you can see by me attempting to grab that, as it would not pick up for just a few seconds there. But the servers aren't doing much better either, and maybe by removing headshots up close and extending the TTK for everything, that's supposed to help try to compensate for the servers not being in the best position they've been at in a long time. But here we are. I would say that the game is actually in a semi-decent spot. I would have preferred the TTK not have been jacked with that much. I think extending the TTK was a good idea, as the gameplay has been inconsistent for quite a bit. As you can see, the shotguns are in a disgusting place now because of the TTK change. But I think continuing to work the way through that they had previously would have been a better one, rather than ditching it all, throwing 50 HP on there, removing headshots. But I'm just one person. I have preferences, and I'm sure you all out there do too. If you prefer the new TTK and the new setup, please let me know. I would love to hear why. I'm always interested to hear how people are overall just looking at the new changes and how they affect them, and how, you know, people may be enjoying it or not. I think it's super awesome. I think it's super awesome that people have found new ways to succeed in the current market. One of the big things that I don't think was necessary was the recent nerf to health regeneration speed. The health regeneration speed being increased by 2 seconds, comboing with frangible taking up to 12 seconds to actively be able to get your health back is a bit excessive. I know it does encourage people to use stims and quick fix more, but I think they could have done that without forcing such a harsh penalty on health regen. I think even 1 second would have been a good solid start. 2 seconds is a long time in gunfights. It's a whole long time. And I mean, even testing this in other modes first could have been better than just completely throwing all of this at us at once. We had iron trials in Warzone 1 for all the HP testing, and I feel like they just kind of forewent all of that initial testing that they had for Warzone 1, and was just like, throw it to the wall, let's see if it sticks. It did not. Because basically what we've created now is a extremely unbalanced TTK system that is going to take even longer to actually go back through and fix. And I don't think that's good for the game. We've got, as I said before, Season 4 ending very, very quickly, and Season 5 coming shortly. I imagine that we're going to be seeing the original teasers for Season 5, utilizing the original launch of the newest Modern Warfare coming out, by seeing them attempt to show it off first inside of Warzone, utilizing the new season. I imagine we're going to see a giant marketing event around just this upcoming season alone, trying to make up for the shorter season that it is, and trying to build hype for the next one and return a lot of players to Warzone. And that's why also I believe that we're going to maybe see the return of Verdansk and the return of probably, if I had to guess, Fortune's Keep before Rebirth Island, but it could be Rebirth Island. Who knows? Primarily because I think that they're trying to build hype and return players back to the game that they probably haven't touched in a long while. You're seeing, like I said, this skin right here. It's a return to a skin that we had back in Modern Warfare 2019 / Warzone 1. And we've been seeing a lot of the assets returning back to the game, along with people like Yaz and Farah and all of them receiving their original 2019 skins via bundles and packages as well. So I feel like the entire attempt here has been trying to return Modern Warfare, this Modern Warfare's Warzone back into the previous Modern Warfare's Warzone as well. So I'd love to hear what y'all have to think. We're going to play out the end of this round here. I've never played this mode before. Pretty interesting. Obviously, you can tell because I was not very effective at capturing any zones, as I was mostly just chatting and having a conversation with you all. They are very close to victory. But I think it's important to have these conversations as a community to try to kind of understand where we're at, where we could be going, and kind of how we got here. I think that how we got here is the really impressive thing. I don't know how we decided that tossing in 3 entire seasons worth of updates overnight was the answer, but it's what we got. I kind of would love to have tried this map on the original TTK just to see how it feels. Maybe it felt terrible. Who knows? That is one possibility. That is one possibility for sure. But thank you all so much for checking out the video. I'm going to try to get you all some more talk pieces like this. Try to have some more conversations around the game. And hopefully for the better. Thank you all so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate you very, very much. Got me good. And, you know what? Thank y'all for being here. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, peace.